boys. Just doing a little bit of sharing today. Just want to make sure that I'm doing just a little testing. Just want to make sure that I'm able to get live and everyone can hear me. Make sure everything's working. Just a little live test. Just make sure that I'm. Oh, looks like it's working all right. All right. Let's I want to talk to my men today. I want to talk to the boys. I want to talk to the gentlemen. Have you heard, gentlemen, that the biggest obstacle for health is being a man? Biggest obstacle for your health today is being a man. This is a problem, man. It's a problem we have. Today, I want to show you what you can do with just about 10 minutes of your time and just a small object. Perfect. A little ball, toy ball, children's ball, a children's toy, some small object. Tennis ball, wonderful. Another kind of balls, great. I want to show you what you can do with a ball and 10 or 15 minutes of your day. So I want to show you what you can do to enhance your masculine health. Masculine health is in a crisis. I've got a anti-crisis, a solution to the crisis I'd like to share with you today. I'm Coach John. I was in the Mr. Universe competition 30 years ago. I spent my entire life as a teacher and a coach. And today, I want to share some things with you. I love to help men transform mind, body, and soul. And I believe that that has to begin with a focus on health. We have to prioritize our health. We need to prioritize contributing to our health daily. It's like you're making a daily investment in yourself. Like it has to become like brushing your teeth, taking a shower. This is what it has to become then. It has to become a part of our lives. Health needs to be something that we're always working on. It's got to be the thought that's always in the back of my mind. I am getting healthy. I am going for my very best health. If I'm always going for my very best health, I will eventually arrive there someday. If that's the thought that I'm playing in my mind, and it's not a thought of worry and anxiety, which is the culprit. The fight or flight of today is spoiling our day and taking our health away. So I've got a solution I want to share with you today. And just before I do that, I want to frame up the solution with 10 ideas, 10 short ideas that I think we first have to um, grapple with as men to be leaders in our lives, in our families, just out in the world, to be inspiration out in the world. There's 10 ideas to be healthy, happy men. We need to contemplate these 10 ideas, and I think we need to arrive at a realization that there are some problems with the way that we're managing health today. The way that we're living isn't working. And what I'm talking about is natural, holistic health prevention. Natural, holistic health prevention, natural, holistic health therapy, herbal remedy. natural remedies, plant remedies, remedies that grow in the earth from nature. This is the solution that I'm suggesting we need to move in. This is the direction we need to move in. Preventative. We need to avoid the chemicals and drugs. We want to move in the alternative way from the the idea of the day, which is kind of getting we get sick, we go to the doctor, we get into some testing, we get into some chemicals and drugs. This is the method of how we manage our health. No, I'm talking about taking action on the prevention side so that we're not going further down this way. I want to change of direction. Natural, holistic health prevention therapy. I want to tell you, all health issues have an inflammatory root. And I'm talking about all of them. I'm talking about your aches and your pains. I'm talking about your weight gain. I'm talking about your sleep problems. I'm talking about your digestive problems, your elimination problems. I'm talking about uh, mindset or mood problems. All of it stems from an inflammatory root, which is basically an inflammation in the body. It is the beginning, the initiation of all disease in the body. It's mucus. It's muck that the cells create to help cleanse themselves. It's it's what the body does to clean itself. It creates mucus. The third idea I want to talk about, just sketching ideas with you, just framing up my presentation today. The third idea for men that we really got to consider is food, drug, and sex. This is like our vices, bad habits, our balance. I want to talk about the kind, I want to talk about the quality, I want to talk about the quantity. I think we got to talk about pornography and the problems that are associated there. Talking about cravings, obsessions, addictions, bad habits, behavior, overeating, overindulgence. I'm talking about gluttony and imbalance. This is a big problem for men. This is a big problem for us men. We need to bring these things back into balance, and there's natural ways for us. If we're talking about living a happy, fulfilled life, if that's the goal, fulfillment, satisfaction in our lives, if this is what we're looking for, then we've got to contemplate our relationships with work, our relationships with food and drink, our relationships with substance and people, our spouse, our children, parents, siblings, friends, extensions of our family, the people that we love, how we think and feel about ourselves, and how we think and feel about everybody else. This is a big problem. Relationships. This gets into also trauma, past trauma. Family relationships and trauma is a big factor here. Another big thing we got to consider, men, we got to consider natural balance, the body's natural balance, which is what we call homeostasis or equilibrium. This is at the cellular level as cellular chemistry and metabolism. It's the pH of the cell. This is what makes the cell active. This is what makes the cell create ATP or cellular energy. It's cellular metabolism. Like we want to create inside of the cell a environment or a terrain where metabolism can happen. And that depends on certain things like oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, carbon, and electrolytes. And we have complete control over those things in our body. We can take back control of them if we start to understand what those things are and how we can change them and shift them in our body in with relationships to pressure and movement and breath. We can change all of these substrates in the body at the cellular level. Idea number 6, health is always present. Our health is our nature or our natural state. It's our homeostasis. It's our equilibrium. It's our natural balance. It's the way that our body naturally is calibrated to do, to come back to a healthy natural balance. All the cells do this. The DNA does this at the cellular level. We have the programming within every cell of our body to recreate itself healthy, balanced, whole, and well. The body knows how to do this. It's always happening in the present. In the present, the subconscious, the autonomic nervous system is managing your breathing, your blood pressure, your digestion, your elimination, your body temperature, your energy. All of these things are being managed within your body all of the time by your subconscious or your autonomic nervous system. It's going on all the time. The body does this itself. The body knows how to do this, and it's always happening without you having to think about it. It's happening now. It's happening again now. Its all presence is the balancing factor in our life with our health. And presence happens by kind of becoming aware of what sustains us. I say, cellular metabolism, it's an intake of oxygen and a sharing of carbon dioxide. With you're pushing out into your reality, you're creating that for yourself by the thoughts that you're entertaining on a moment to moment basis. The body heals itself if we can get ourselves out of the way. That means to get our minds out of the way. It's like the mind has the same old way of thinking, saying, and doing things every single day. We get stuck in bad habits, limited beliefs, roadblocks that are blocking us from really becoming and living our very biggest dreams. Like we've got to kind of get out of the small thought that we have. We've got to know ourselves. Know thyself. It's an idea that goes way back a couple thousand years into Greek times before Christ. Know thyself was a philosophical idea. Recognize that you are a thinking, feeling, breathing being, and that you have a free will or a choice to make in each moment to whether to be identifying with the thoughts that you have in your mind or to be identifying with the feelings that you have within you right now. Like, I want you to recognize that no feelings are bad. I want you to accept all of your feelings. I want you to be willing to feel everything in your life. Knowing yourself, knowing that you always have choice to be identified with the mind or to drop down into body and feeling and sensation and presence and breath. This is balancing. Natural balance or homeostasis happens here. I want to talk to you about sleep. Sleep is a problem. Men beyond 40 and 50, I was on sleep medications myself for 5 years. I understand it's a stress.
It's an emotion that's stuck in the body. We need to get it out of the body. There's a stress in the body as providers, as identifying with this role. Men are having to bear this burden, and whether we feel good about how we've done or poorly, it's affecting our self worth. I tell you, sleep is affected, and sleep is when the healing happens. The body heals itself while we sleep, but we've got to have enough stillness within the body during during the day to manage the stress so that we can sleep. We're not waking up in the night. This is what's happening. Men are having problems falling asleep. Men are having problems staying asleep. It's stress related. Sleep is when the healing happens. And what really happens when we sleep? Like when you sleep, what do? Like you close your eyes, you hold really, really still, feeling of stress and worry. So a lot of that is just a change of perception. I want to say the biggest problem for health, men, is inactivity. Too much sitting, too much sitting. It's affecting our hips. We've lost our ability to move our hips properly. It's too much at the computer, our neck, shoulders, too much forward. It's a jutting in the neck. There's a blockage in our neck. The energy, the oxygen is being blocked. It's being stifled from the brain here in the neck. It's a blockage in our hips. It's a tightness in the psoas and the hip flexors. There's a problem that's a lock within the body. It's in the hips, it's in the neck, it's in the back and the shoulders. It's creating a metabolic syndrome in the body, and we can change it with some simple things that I want to show. Of the face is mirrored down here in the fascia in the digestive system and the hips. The mucus maker of the face, the nose, the sinus, it's affecting your eyes, ears, mouth, and nose. We want to open up the fascia around there. It's affecting, it's mirrored down below in the body. The fascia is being blocked here, digestion, elimination, the colon, the intestines, the digestive system. We've got some blockage, mucus blockage here, and some mucus blockage here. It's in between the shoulder blades, in between from the lungs as well. It's creating a lot of mucus. The body's trying to cleanse itself. It's trapped, it's blocked. We've got to get active. We've got to get moving. We've got to get present. We've got to breathe. I want to begin with the ball and a little bit of focus. And I just want you to change your focus from kind of whatever's been going on, because everybody's got a whole bunch of stuff going on. I know you do too. I just want you to just focus for a second on the task. I want you to watch the ball. Just watch it all the way down and just watch it all the way up too. Try to keep your eye on the ball. And then see if you can add breathing to it. So as I fold myself over, as I come over, I want to exhale down. And as I come up, I want to breathe through my nose. I want you to keep your eye on the ball. And I want you to inhale as you extend yourself as much as you can. Opening up my chest and my shoulders. I want to open up my neck and shoulders. We hold the weight of the world in our shoulders. We hold the worries of our life in our hips. Right? I just want to move that energy through the body with intention. I want to speak over myself. I want to decide for myself. I'm letting go of anything that's holding me back today. And exhale over. When I come down, I'm going to inhale. As I come up, I'm going to breathe in through my nose. Breathe out through my nose. Nice deep full breaths if you can. I want to fill my lungs. I want to change the gases, the O2 in the body. Extend my spine fully. I want to open up my joints and my shoulders, my neck. I want to release any energy that's trapped within me. Just being present and intentional about my health. Inhale. And exhale. And I would do that for a minute or two, right? Just warming up the spine, warming up the hips, warming up the back and the shoulders. I want to get the mobility back in my body so that energy can move up freely through the body, through the center channel and out into the world, out into the life around me, right? So a little bit of focus with the eyes. The brain follows the eyes. Where the focus goes, the energy flows, the energy follows. The brain follows the focus of the eye. I want to just do a little eye-opening ocular motor activities. I want to open up the fascia, the tissue in the face. It's going to open up my mind. I want to change my limitation. I want to step from all lack and step into impossibility for the day, my maximum potential for the day. That's going to do a little bit of peripheral vision work. It's going to settle and create ease within the body, a little bit of peace in the body. Just holding the ball out, I'm going to sort of activate my shoulder, my whole arm. It's a bit of body awareness. I'm looking my eye at the ball. I'm going to turn my head, but I'm going to try and keep my eye on the ball, even though my head's been turned. And then I'm going to turn my head back and try to keep my eye on the ball. I'm going to turn my head, but see if I can keep my eye on the ball nevertheless. And then I'm going to turn myself back. I'm going to breathe through my nose. Breathing into my nose fills up the upper diaphragm of the body, the head, neck, and shoulders. I want to breathe through my nose. I want to breathe through my mouth and my nose in my day. I want to be conscious of it. Watch the in and the exhale breath. Just practicing a little bit of moving and breathing through the head, neck, and shoulders. I want to open up my face, my neck, my shoulders. I want to open up my blind spot for the day. Right? Coming to the other side, working on my other arm and shoulder, body awareness, self-awareness. More self-awareness, right? I'm just going to try to keep my eye on the ball. I'm going to turn my head away as much as I can, but I'm going to see if I can keep my eye focused on that ball. I'm going to exhale when I return my head to the ball. Inhale through my nose. Nice deep breaths move emotion through the body, allow the body to release stress. This want to de-stress the body and bring the body back down into present, into the moment, and into the goal. I am getting healthy. I am working on my health today, right? I'm taking some time to invest in myself today. Let's do one more. I'm just going to add some balance to it. Right, it's just a balance practice. Maybe on one leg. Try to take the ball down. Keep my eye on the ball. And try to stay with my eye on the ball. Balance. And breathing. Stability, hip stability, whole body strength, body coordination, working through the core, balance and stability and breath. I'm rebalancing myself for the day. Same thing on the other side. Just right down, keep my eye on the ball. Right up. Inhale as I rise. Exhale as I come over. And lift my toe high in the back. Get the mobility back into your body so that energy can flow up and through the body. Body moves pain-free. It's highendfitness.com. I'll make sure I leave a link down below for all of you to get started right away for free. Have yourself a super awesome, terrific